Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I have a tag video. So this is called the giving tag, and it is a tag video that's all about giving, and the word give is in every single one of the prompts. And one of the main purposes of this is to give back to a specific charity, and I will go into that in just a second. But I was tagged from Girl About Library, and thank you, Katie, for doing that. And then this was originally created by Elliot Brooks, who I love her channel as well. So I will leave both of them linked down below. I'll have their tag videos down below if you guys want to go check them out. And the charity that is being sponsored here is Save the Children, and it's something that's very near and dear to Elliot's heart. So she started this thing where, you know, she has a link that you can donate any amount of money to that you want to, even if it's just $1, and it goes to Save the Children. And anybody who donates will be entered to win a $20 gift card for books from Elliot. So I think that's pretty cool. So even if you just give $1, you can be entered to win $20 worth of books. So I will have all of that information linked down below. So make sure you go and check it out. And there are 10 questions here. These were kind of hard. I'm not going to lie. I had a hard time coming up with some of these, but yeah, so let's just get into the questions. All right, so every one of these questions has the word give in it in some way, shape, or form. And the first one is, what is a book that you would give to everyone if you could? And for me, that's The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I have given this book to a couple people already. I've suggested it, I don't even know how many times, probably thousands of times, because it is amazing. It is a World War II historical fiction. It follows two sisters who are living in Nazi-occupied France. It's fantastic. It's amazing. It's a really cool reflection on some of the roles that women played in the war back then. And these girls are polar opposites on how they handle their situations. So it was very interesting. I loved it so much. It's such a beautiful book. And if I could give a copy of this to everybody, I would. Okay, number 2 makes me laugh. All right, a book you couldn't give a rat's hiney about. Instead of a rat's hiney. Okay, so a book that I could not care less about. Oh, Becoming by Michelle Obama. I don't care about this book. I don't read memoirs that much anyway. It has to be something that I'm extremely interested in, the story or the person or anything like that. And I'm just not like that with her. So yep, this is one, like everybody's losing their mind about it right now. And I'm sitting here like, okay, I don't care. I'm not going to read it. This next one is, given that the holidays are coming up, what is a book that you hope someone will give to you? I think the number one book on my wish list right now is Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. I really, really want to read that book, like really badly. And I'm hoping that I'm going to get like a gift card or something for Christmas that I can pick that book up. I'd like to get it in hardcover because I think it's going to be a long series from what we're understanding right now. It may be 5 or 6 books long. So it's probably something I'd want to start collecting and everything. But that's something that not only I would like to read, but I think my daughter, Kaylin, would read them as well. So I think that'd be something fun for us to share. So that's kind of like number 1 on my list for that. Also, I've heard they're amazing and they give you kind of Harry Potter vibes, but it's also very different from Harry Potter, but it kind of has that feel. And yeah, sign me up. Number 4 is, what's a book or series you've given up on? Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. I read the first one and I liked it. I enjoyed it, but I never felt the need to go on. Like I never just could not wait to pick up the next book, and I have to read the next book. And since then, I've tried to read more other books from Tahira Mafi, and I can't read her writing. It's a little bit too flowery for me. It feels like kind of a chore to work through all the sentences with her writing. So I don't think she's an author for me in general. Number 5 is, who is a character that you wish the author would give more time to? Trick in Nevernight. I loved Trick. He was my favorite character in this book. And I want more. I want more of his story. I want more of his childhood. I want more. I feel like there's so much more there and I want more of it. We'll see if we end up getting it. I don't know, but I've only read this first one. I haven't read, God's Grave yet, but he's definitely my favorite character in this book. I just loved him, and I feel like there's so much more there with him. So yeah, Trick. Number 6 is, who is a character that you wish an author would give less time to? And this one was hard for me. But I'm going to go with Manon from the Throne of Glass series. And I'm holding this one up because this is the last book I've read, and I know she was in here. I can't remember if she showed up in Heir of Fire or if this was the one she showed up in. But Manon is a witch. And I was so not interested in her story. And when her chapters came up, I was just like, you know, I don't know if that's going to change though, because I do plan to reread this series in 2019. Like, that's going to be one of my goals coming up. But so I don't know if she's going to be a character that will grow on me as the story continues, because I'm pretty sure like we get a lot more from her. But I know when she was introduced and when I was reading about her in these books, I was just like, they weren't my favorite chapters and I didn't really care. So maybe that'll change. I hope, maybe. We'll see. But that was kind of the only one I could come up with. All right, the next question is, if you had to give up almost all of your books, which ones would you absolutely keep? So obviously my Harry Potter books. I would also keep To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, and I would keep my copy of Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn because it is a first edition copy. So I think I would keep those. And The Nightingale. I keep this one too. And the next question is, what are some bookish things that have been the best you've ever been given? So first one is my book light. I love this thing because I always read in bed after my husband goes to sleep. He gets in bed and falls asleep right when his head hits the pillow. It's really annoying. I can't do that. I have to read. It relaxes me. And sometimes I read for, you know, a long time. Sometimes I only read for 10 minutes. It depends, but it does help me fall asleep. So I like this book light because I can hold this up to I can clip it onto my book. It clips really, really nicely and it stays still. And I can have my light on for my book while my husband is asleep. I also read on my Kindle a lot at night too, sometimes because it's backlit, so I don't need a book light. But if I'm reading a physical book, this is wonderful for it. It has 2 different settings. I don't know if you can see, but it gets brighter and it's just wonderful. I love it. My kids gave me this for Christmas last year and I use it almost daily. I also really love book sleeves. So book sleeves are wonderful for keeping your books from being damaged while you're carrying them around, like, or if they're in your bag or suitcase or something. So they are padded and they're fabric and they're soft, and you just slip your book in there and it will, you know, you can kind of, things can hit your books without damaging them basically. So I have 2 different sizes here. This one even has a magnetic clip on it, and it's just, they're wonderful. They are absolutely wonderful for, you know, keeping your books safe while you're carrying them around or traveling. All right, number 9 is, what is a book that you were given that you wish you could give right back? And I don't have an answer for this one. I don't have an answer. I would say maybe anything that's mass market paperback. I just don't like that size, and I can't read that size. And I have a couple of them. I don't think that any of them were gifts. I think they were just books that I had found or something, but I just don't like that size of book, and that would probably be my answer, but I don't have anything specific as far as what was something that was given to me. And number 10 is, name a time in a book when a character was given something really meaningful. And I think I would probably go with any time something was given to Harry Potter. He was given quite a few things that ended up being really meaningful and helpful in his life, like the Marauders map and the Cloak of Invisibility, you know, just things like that that really helped him do things that he needed to do to survive, basically. So I'm going to go with that. Okay, guys, that is it for the giving tag. I hope you guys will click the links down below and give to a charity this season. That would be really, really wonderful. And again, go check out both Elliot and Katie and check out their videos. And I'm going to tag a couple people down below too. So if your name is down there, that means that I tag you. And I hope you guys have a great holiday season and all that good stuff. And I hope that you guys are very giving and that you get a lot in return too. I will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.